Hello everyone, it's Miss Thomas, and today we are going to look at the power property of exponents. So the power property of exponents. If you have a base raised to a power, and then that is raised to another power, like a to the m raised to the n, then all you need to do is multiply the powers. Okay, so when they're next to each other like that, it's just multiplication. So the reason for this goes to our if you're in doubt, expand it out. So let's pretend that we have x to the third raised to the fourth power. Well, let's pretend we're on a test and we forgot our rules. Okay, well we know that exponents mean you're multiplying the same thing by itself that many times. So x to the third to the fourth is the same as having x to the third times x to the third times x to the third times x to the third. Now, using our addition property for our, we know that since these bases are all the same, this is exactly the same as having x, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. You add those exponents up, which is just x to the 12th. If, even when you expand this out, you aren't sure, I do want to say again, when in doubt, expand them out. X to the third is x times x times x, x times x times x, and you can see there that you have 12 different x's that are being multiplied together, which is what x to the 12th means. X times itself 12 times. Okay, so you might be told to simplify something like the quantity 7, m to the 9th to the 3rd. On this you want to be careful because 7 has a separate exponent from the m. It has an exponent of 1. So expanding it out, it would be 7m to the 9th times 7m to the 9th times 7m to the 9th. Right, so we can see we've got 7 times 7 times 7, which is 7 cubed. And we have m to the 9th times m to the 9th times m to the 9th. So 9 plus 9 plus 9. We'll make it m to the 27th. Now we do want to simplify this. 7 to the 3rd is 343. M to the 27th. So you could have just cut to the chase, taken 3 times 1 and gotten 7 cubed, and 3 times 9 and gotten the m to the 27th. Now the only time you're allowed to distribute powers like that is when there's a monomial in here, which means there's no addition and subtraction. You can never distribute the power if there's addition or subtraction. So for example, a plus b squared does not equal a squared plus b squared. Okay? So do not do this because this really, it is a plus b times a plus b. So you would need to FOIL that out when there's a plus or minus. It would be a squared plus ab plus ab plus b squared. So expanding out works really well when we forget our rules, but sometimes it's going to be kind of hard to expand out. So if you had to simplify, and you had fractions, you had p to the 1/2 to the 1/4. Well, I don't know how to multiply something by itself 1/4 of a time. Okay? So you really do need to eventually get to a point where you have these memorized. You could try to use an easier problem to remember your rule if you forget it, but you do need to get to a point where you realize a base raised to a power raised to another power ends up being those powers times each other. And remember, when you multiply fractions, you just multiply across, so it ends up being 1/8. What was our second example? And let's just do one more example. Let's do x to the -3 squared times the quantity 3x y to the 5th to the 4th. So when you're multiplying these different quantities and they're each being raised by an exponent, focus on one quantity at a time, right? X to the -3rd to the 2nd power is going to give me x to the -6 when I multiply these powers together. Then when I take 3xy to the 5th to the 4th, I need to really think about raising the 3 to the 4th, the x to the 1st to the 4th, and y to the 5th to the 4th is going to be y to the 20th. So now I can just use my rules of multiplication. I can see that I don't have any other constants to multiply by, so I just want to think about 3 to the 4th, and 3 to the 4th is 81. X to the -6 and x to the 4th is going to be x to the -2. Because we add those exponents when we're multiplying the same base. Y doesn't have a base to go with, so it's just y to the 20th. But then I need to keep in mind I am not allowed to have a base with a negative exponent in my final answer. So anything with a positive exponent stays up, and anything with a negative exponent goes down. But when you move it down, you get rid of that negative. So that x to the -2 just needs to go down to the denominator. So for you're going to try these 3 different examples out. You need to simplify the quantity n to the 4th raised to the 9th, the quantity 3n to the 6th to the 4th power, the quantity -2a to the 2/3 b, all raised to the 3rd, times ab to the 1/3 raised to the 3rd. And I will see you in class.